Hey everyone, buckle up because today we're diving deep into a jaw-dropping officiating debacle out of the WNBA that's exposing more bias than fans ever imagined. And it all centers on that recent Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever game where Caitlin Clark became the poster child for worst refereeing of the season. It all started when the league's referee report finally dropped, and listen, it's worse than anything we could have speculated once you sift through the excuses they're trying to spin. These refs didn't just botch calls, they effectively backed the attackers while punishing Caitlin for being a victim. They claimed J.C. Sheldon's vicious eye gouge was only a flagrant 1 instead of the obvious flagrant 2 in ejection because, according to them, the contact was unnecessary with wind-up and potential for injury, the exact textbook definition of a flagrant 2. It's like watching someone confess to a crime and then pleading only minor charges. But wait, it gets messier. They also decided Marina Mayberry, who sprinted across the court during a dead ball and body-checked Clark to the ground, didn't deserve an ejection because, apparently, assault during a dead ball did not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul. Meanwhile, fans were screaming, "Eject her," in real time. So assault equals no ejection, but a reaction equals technical foul. That's how they justified whistling Clark for emotional distress after she got clawed in the eye and crushed by Mayberry, claiming her reaction was unsportsmanlike. Yes, really. Then Tina Charles was also hit with a technical for pointing and walking toward Clark, described as unsportsmanlike conduct. How surreal is that? You gouge someone, you're playing ball. Someone points at them and you're penalized. And don't even get me started on Sophie Cunningham. She finally drew a flagrant 2, but only because she grabbed Sheldon around the neck in defense. It's like they're punishing defense and ignoring the offensive. What's more brutal? The refs actually admitted they lost control of the game, but instead of owning up, blamed everyone except the players who provoked it. Then Lindsay Allen got ejected for minimal involvement, while Mayberry, the real instigator, stayed in. It's selective enforcement on steroids. Coach Stephanie White of Connecticut Sun gave the post-game presser of the year, totally restrained but absolutely devastating. She laid it out. Officials knew from the first quarter things got wild, yet they failed to control the situation. She praised the players, called them faster, stronger, more athletic, and then casually noted the refs haven't kept up with the game. Diplomatic demolition, right? She stood up for Clark, deflected the narrative, and hoisted the officials onto the scaffold without flaming the league. The rest of the league is whispering the same thing. Bad calls on Caitlin aren't a fluke, they're a trend, and it's systemic. And now it's clear why. These refs painted a target on Clark's back, let weak players bully her, and handed texts to anyone who dared defend her. That's not officiating, that's harassment. As if that wasn't enough, the fallout goes beyond just Clark. This is about international perception too. Foreign leagues are watching and snickering, wondering if America's women's basketball league is corrupt or incompetent. Let's not forget the business side. Clark is the WNBA's biggest draw, full arenas, record viewership, and sponsor gold. But when she's being assaulted while officials penalize her, the whole package collapses. How do you build a product around your star if your own refs are actively undermining her safety and credibility? Casual fans tuning in were shocked, some even walking away midstream, because nobody wants to watch lawless chaos or victim blaming. Now, this isn't just one bad game, it's part of a pattern. Caitlin's second season has been brutal, with foul calls that seem tailor-made to suppress her impact, while her reactions get flagged. Double standard? Try triple standard. And when players watch other stars get fair calls, they won't risk targeting Caitlin, because they know Clark's support system will step in, calling it a move to protect the league's biggest asset. Every time refs ignore Murray and Sheldon but flip on her defenders, it sends the message, her safety isn't your job. That's a disaster. So how did this madness escalate? It was avoidable. If Sheldon had been tossed after the gouge, none of this aftermath would have erupted. Cunningham wouldn't have leaped in to protect her teammate, Allen wouldn't have gotten caught up, and White wouldn't have had to launch an epic diplomatic takedown. But thanks to incompetent officiating, this mess became bigger, deeper, and more damaging. On-court fights, fade times, tech fouls, fan outrage, global embarrassment, and investor alarm. And the referee crew? They should be wearing flak jackets, because they've created permanent evidence of bias and incompetence. Fans won't forget, sponsors won't forget, and the league's negotiating partners won't forget. This report will live as Exhibit A when historians dissect when the WNBA blew its shot at long-term legitimacy, because it's not just about one star. It's about how a league responds when its own officials chew up the narrative. And make no mistake, when your star risks eye gouging and gets penalized, while attackers skate free, you've crossed a dangerous line. The credibility hemorrhage is real. So let us know, did you see red when that tech was called? What do you think needs to happen now? Ref overhaul, penalty review, Coach White era accountability. Drop your thoughts below. Hit like if you're outraged, and subscribe for more truth bombs on sports corruption, officiating insanity, and the voices that keep the game honest. Stay loud, stay questioning, and game on.